Imagine being trapped on a ski lift high above the ground with no way down and no one coming to save you. The cold is creeping in, your body is shutting down. This isn't just a nightmare, this is Frozen, a horror movie that, if you haven't seen, I highly recommend. Frozen is a 2010 horror movie that, in my opinion, is very underrated. It follows a group of friends, Parker, her boyfriend Dan, and Dan's best friend Joe. The movie opens at a ski resort where best friends Dan and Joe are enjoying their ski trip. Dan's girlfriend Parker is with them, although Joe isn't thrilled about her tagging along, feeling that she's ruining their usual guys trip dynamic. At the end of the day, they convince a lift operator to let them go up for one last run before the resort closes, but as the resort begins shutting down for the night, a miscommunication among the staff leads to a horrifying mistake. The lift is shut off while they are still suspended high above the slopes. The lights go out and the realization hits. They're trapped, with no one coming back until the resort reopens 5 days later. And then, the cold sets in and the wind begins to blow. I won't go into details to avoid spoilers, but this is the kind of horror movie that sticks with you. There is something about this scenario that feels disturbingly real. No zombies, no mass killers, no jump scares, just the brutal reality of being stranded in deadly elements with no help coming. Frozen relies on psychological terror, claustrophobia, and very brutal realism, and that's what makes it great. I get why some people didn't like it. The entire movie revolves around the main characters being stuck on the lift, and the pacing is slow. I'll also deduct some points for one particular moment that makes you roll your eyes. I won't spoil it, but if you've seen the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That part was probably the most unrealistic element, but aside from that, I think some of the audience frustrations came from the characters' decisions. However, let's be honest, it's easy to sit on our couches wrapped in blankets, sipping hot cocoa and judge their choices. But in a real-life survival situation, fear and desperation take over. The movie does a great job of showcasing how different people react under extreme pressure. We have 3 individuals, each with different personalities, instincts, and motives, so they are naturally going to have different reactions and ideas. About the acting, I'm on the fence. It wasn't super polished, but then again, it's supposed to feel natural and real, which is crucial for a survival horror film. There are a few moments where the dialogue feels a bit forced, but for the most part, I would say the cast does a great job making you believe in their fear, pain, and desperation. The chemistry and emotional delivery are what keep the movie gripping, even when not much is happening visually. Frozen might not be the flashiest horror movie, but that's exactly what makes it so effective. It takes a simple, yet realistic scenario and turns it into pure nightmare fuel. Sure, it has its flaws, but if you're into psychological horror that lingers in your mind long after the credits roll, this one's worth the watch. It'll make you think twice before ever getting on a ski lift again, and that's the mark of a great horror film. I originally stumbled across this movie while looking for something comfy to watch during a snowstorm, and let me tell you, I was not expecting to feel as uneasy as I did when it ended. Frozen genuinely surprised me, and if you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend checking it out. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more honest reviews on both new and classic movies, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out. I post my reviews regularly. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and let me know in the comments what you thought of Frozen. Thanks for watching. Until next time.